you recently met with Donald Trump in Florida. What did you guys talk about?
I was at a breakfast at a friend's place, and Donald Trump came by. That's it.
What did you discuss?
I don't. Let's just say he did most of the talking.
Did he ask you for money?
He didn't.
Are you going to loan him money to help pay his legal bills?
I'm not paying his legal bills in any way, shape, or form.
Did he ask you for a donation?
No.
Are you leaning towards anyone?
No.
You're not leaning towards anyone because you've been.
Well, let me say I'm leaning away from Biden.
You're leaning.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about a recent interview Don Lemon had with Elon Musk. Elon Musk has attempted to spread his reach on X. He brought in Tucker Carlson recently from the Fox News network. He's also brought in Don Lemon here for the opportunity to have a differing worldview. So the idea was he knew that Tucker Carlson was a journalist. He was someone who's going to research facts. We recently saw the interview with Vladimir Putin, and he also thought that Don Lemon would be something similar. And after this interview, it looks clear that he decided that that's not what Don Lemon was, but he was mostly a left-wing hack. I'm going to play a video here, watch a little bit of this, come back and talk about it. If your first time joining, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go.
Hate speech on the platform is up. Do you believe that X and you have some responsibility to moderate hate speech on the platform? That you wouldn't have to answer these questions from reporters about the Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Democrats?
I don't have to answer these questions.
The Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Jewish people. Do you think that?
I don't have to answer questions from reporters. Don, the only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
So you don't think? Do you think that you wouldn't get in trouble or you wouldn't be criticized for these things?
I'm criticized constantly. I could care less.
Illuminating in so many ways. All right, I have two things I want to ask you about that, Don. First, the Great Replacement Theory. Right. As you bring it up, he has tweeted a tweet he shared: increasing illegals boost Dem voting power, causing them to recruit more. Mm-hmm. If Dems win President, House, and Senate, they'll grant citizenship to all illegals, and America will become a permanent one-party deep socialist state. Right? He has gone there directly. How much does he stand by these ideas?
Well, he didn't quite seem to understand that he did, originally he did that with Jewish people, sort of a Great Replacement Theory thing that he did with Jewish people, and he got in trouble and he had to go to Auschwitz and answer questions and apologize and go with Ben Shapiro. But he doesn't understand that sort of rhetoric that he talks about, the Great Replacement Theory and migrant invasion, that's what radicalized shooters use in their manifestos.
All right, guys. So there it is. You see the difference between Elon Musk and Don Lemon. Don Lemon asked Elon Musk, "Are you afraid you're going to get in trouble?" And where Elon Musk says, "Who is going to get him in trouble for the most part?" He's, a top of many different things right now, and he doesn't really have to answer really to a lot of different people. He talked about here, it seems once again that the idea of an invasion is it's so far away from people who are in Don Lemon's shoes. They don't really see the impact that having 10 million people cross the border and are living in inner cities are having on everyday folks. And he just continues to kind of wash it away as it's just propaganda that Elon Musk is saying. This is an issue right now. Don Lemon, you see where he ends up back at, that he was previously with CNN and he immediately runs back to them after having this particular interview. It's, in my opinion, this was just kind of a charade for him to get back to where it is that he wanted to be. He isn't really interested in going out and creating something of his own. He just wants kind of his anchor job back. And that's not exactly what Musk was looking to have on X. He was looking for someone who was a trailblazer. It's shocking that he did pick Don Lemon, but overall, he's able to see pretty quickly that this is not going to work out, and he removes him from the platform. Moving forward, it's going to be interesting to see if Musk continues to look for other people who are of the same space. He has gone on to Joe Rogan's show before, who is not a conservative per se, but someone who has a open idea, open mind to different things. And I think that's kind of what he was hoping he was getting with Don Lemon, but obviously that's not the case. Moving forward, Twitter, X continues to do well. I think many people, for the most part, realize that many of the social media platforms are censorship spaces. and that X is kind of seen as when things are really happening, you're able to go to X and to really get an idea from left, from right, from middle, every angle. You're able to see that, and that's not the case many times in other areas or other platforms. So what happens moving forward, we'll get to see exactly how it plays out. Don Lemon and his career look to be in limbo right now. He's fired from X. He is removed from CNN, and now he is kind of looking for a home. Well, what exactly happens, how it plays out, we'll wait and see with that. What are your thoughts? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.
I was on a plane coming back to New York and I got a phone call.
Okay, so he called you personally.
No, I got a phone call from my agent.
Have you spoken to him since then?
No,
Okay.
I would, but I have not.
Any regrets on how the interview went, or do you feel like, I said what I said and you didn't answer, you didn't like it?
I would say this, you have to watch the interview, and I would say to anyone who's watching the interview, including Elon Musk, I would dare them to figure out why that I'm not the perfect person to be on that platform. That conversation is exactly what X/Twitter needs and going into the future, and it's just a shame that they don't have it anymore.
Another quick question.
And there's
Are
no
you
one
gonna
else who can do it like me.
Are you going to...